Hey! This video is going to be the what's on my iPhone video, and I'm also going to be showing you how I edit my Instagram pictures. So my phone is the iPhone 6 Plus. I upgraded to this one after having the iPhone 5, and the iPhone 5, well, mine anyway, and a lot of other people's that I know, the battery on that one is awful. It would run out in like 3 hours or something. This one lasts all day and more, even when I'm using it all the time. I don't think it's too big either. A lot of people say that it's too big for their hands, but I guess I must have quite big hands because I can still text with one hand on this and stuff. And it's just so nice to have such a big screen to see everything on. I've still got my iPhone 5 and sometimes I use it, like if I'm going on a night out and I don't want to lose this one, I use my iPhone 5, and whenever I use it, it feels like a toy. It's so small and like feels really like plasticky. So if you are due for a new phone, or if you want one for Christmas, or if you're due for an upgrade, I really recommend the iPhone 6 Plus. It's the best phone I've ever had. I never want to use anything else. Until maybe like the iPhone 7 comes out. The case that I've got on at the moment is from eBay, and it's got like a lace flower effect on it, and I really like this one. It's so cheap as well. I'm pretty sure it was like £2, so definitely go and pick one up if you like this one. They also had a few different designs, like a dream catcher and a bird and stuff like that, so yeah, definitely go check that out. I'll leave the link down below if I can find it. So on my phone, I've just got a picture of me and my boyfriend at Brighton Pride as the background. Once we go in, this is my first page of apps, and on this page I've got everything that I use the most, so that's easily accessible and I don't have to scroll through any pages to get to the app that I need. So I've got my calendar, my camera, stocks. Does anyone even know what stocks is for? Maps I use quite a lot because I use it as a sat nav. And then we've got weather, notes, settings, app store, iTunes store, clock I use for my alarm, contacts, music, Twitter, mail, YouTube obviously I use all the time, eBay I use quite a lot, Instagram I'm on all day long, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Dream Talk, which is an app where you can record yourself sleeping. So if you make any noises in your sleep, or if you talk in your sleep, or if you want to see if you snore or not, you can get this app and record yourself, and it only records the sounds when you make a sound, so it's not like it's wasting all of its time recording, or it's not wasting any battery or anything like that. It only records when it hears a sound. I've got a few saved, so I'm going to see if I can find a funny one. This one I think I sound really annoyed in. I was asleep at the time. It was recorded at 37 minutes past midnight, so I was definitely asleep, and I sound like I'm having a go at someone in my sleep. It's quite funny. I'll just let you listen. That one sounded like I was telling someone to move, I think. Let me see if you can hear it again. I definitely got the word move in there somewhere. And the next clip is about 10 minutes later at about 44 minutes past midnight. And I definitely say for God's sake at the very beginning of the clip, so listen out for it. It's just a really fun app, and you can save everything that you record, so if you ever have anything that's really funny or you want to show to someone else, you can just literally play it back. And you can also listen to what people have posted around the world, and it's really funny. Some of them are so hilarious. Then we've got Google, MyFitnessPal, which I use quite a lot, and Spotify, which I use all the time because that's what I use to listen to my music. By the way, I know my mail inbox is ridiculous, but that's from a very long time ago, and it's pretty much all spam, so don't worry about that. Then everything else is in these folders, and my first folder is called Social, and I've got Facebook Messenger in there, Vine, which I use quite a lot, although I forgot my password, so I can't really get into it anymore, Google Chrome and BuzzFeed. And then in my photography section, which is the one that I use the most to be honest, I've got photos, colour splash, videos, PicFX, VSCO Cam, Selfie, Photor, PS Express, Revel, Square Ready, Afterlight, Clip Stitch, Studio, Photo Collage, Insta Hair Colour 2, Lunapic, Facetune, Hair Colour again, Perfect 365 and Photo Wonder. So the one that I use the most is definitely VSCO Cam, and I use this one to edit my Instagram pictures. So what you do is you just load in the photo that you want by using this little plus bar, and it goes to your photo album, and then you can pick a photo to edit. So let's go for this one because it's already there, and then you click on this little spanner and a paintbrush down here, and that takes you to the editing settings. And I always go for the same effect every time because I want all my Instagram pictures to look pretty similar. And it's this one called T1, and it's second from the end. And it just kind of makes the picture just look a little bit more muted and a little bit more faded, and I really, really like that. And if you click on it again, you can make it less faded or you can make it more faded. So I quite like them the more faded, so I'm going to leave that as it is. And then you can also change the brightness and stuff. You can change the contrast so it's even more faded, or you can change the brightness and exposure and stuff like that. So I always use this one to edit my Instagram photos. And then once I've saved that to my camera album, I go to Square Ready. And this is where I get the white frame for my Instagram photos. So I just load in that photo that I used before, and I double click on this thing so it goes to the middle one, and then it gives me kind of some guidelines to work with so I know which size to do it to each time. And I normally go for a little bit over the last guideline, so there's a little square left over of the border, because I don't want it too small, so I want it like that. I think that's pretty much perfect. And then you press this one to center it, and then you just save it to your camera roll, or you can go straight to Instagram. And then it's ready on Instagram for you to post. You just need to add a caption, and then obviously you can change whatever you want on Instagram. Sometimes I change the sharpness of it because it loses a bit of its sharpness once you've edited it a few times. So I like to change the sharpness and then I post it to Instagram. So the other app that I use on this folder is Perfect 365, and what this does, it just basically gets rid of any imperfections that you might have on your face. So I always use this to get rid of my under eye bags because I think mine are pretty bad. So let me just pick a random selfie and I'll just show you how it works. So it's already detected my face, like where my eyes and my lips and stuff are. And then you can choose a makeup look to use on the app. And I always go for the same one. I always go for natural because that's the one that gets rid of your under eye bags. So as you can see, it's got rid of my under eye bags, but this here has kind of gone a bit over into my hair. So let me show you the before and after. Before, and that's the after, and you can see that it's kind of leaked over into my hair. So to change that, you go on Edit, Key Points, and you can move about the key points so that that is brought in a bit and it doesn't go anywhere other than underneath the eye. So there we go, that's me with an edited face. I look pretty airbrushed, but I only do this on pictures that I really, really have bad under eye bags on. I wouldn't do it to this picture, but that was just an example. Anything else in here I don't really use that often. Sometimes I'll use Pic Collage if I need to make a collage of something. Photoshop Express I use sometimes as well because that's got quite a good blemish remover on there, so I use that one too if I've got like one spot that I want to cover up. Everything else though, don't really use in that folder. Then we've got Lifestyle, and in Lifestyle I've got emoticons, reminders, which I use all the time for like appointments or anything that I need to remember, basically it goes in reminders. Bikini Body, which I never use. Vinted, Weight Watchers Mobile, Time Hop, TripAdvisor, Duolingo, which is pretty cool actually. It's where you can learn a new language pretty much. I'm starting on French and I was doing really well, but if you don't keep doing it, it goes down. These were all gold at one point, but they've gone back down to 1 point because I haven't done it in a while. So let's see how good I am at my French colours. So that one is Sugar is White. Check. Then when you get it correct, you can move on to the next one. So I'll move on to the next one. Select all correct translations. We have blue clothing. So I think it's this one. And that's the only one that looks correct to me. And I'm correct. So you just go through every question, and then if you lose all 3 lives, then you failed basically, and you have to start all over again. So it's a really good way of learning a new language, and I do that at the gym because I get quite bored at the gym. So this is a really good distraction. And then I've got Netflix and Drunk Mode, which is quite a funny app actually. This is where if you lose your friends when you're drunk, you can find them again, I think. And it stops you from drunk texting anybody on your phone, which is also pretty funny. So I haven't really used it properly, but I got it because, you know, just in case, those moments. Then I've got games, and I've got Game Center, Dub Smash, Flappy Bird. Let me see what my top score is on Flappy Bird, see if I can beat it. I used to be so good at this game, I used to play it all the time, but I haven't played it in a while, so it might be a little bit rusty. Oh, I've still got it. Oh, yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Oh no, 5. But I think my top score is quite high. What? My top score's gone! I don't know where it's gone, but that used to be in the 50s, I swear to God. Oh my God, that's really annoyed me. Where's my top score? Oh my God, I'm so upset. It's gone. Ugh, okay, I'm gonna have to get that back somehow. So then I've got Candy Crush, and I think I'm on quite a high level of Candy Crush. Oh my God, I better not have lost this. It took me so long. I was on like level 200 and something, maybe even 300 and something. Oh no. Wait. I can't have lost up. No, I'm still got it. I've still done all of these. Right, yeah, okay, so my Candy Crush levels are still intact, thank God. Don't know what I would have done. Oh, I've done more than I thought. Okay, I'm on level 347. That's not bad at all. Then I've got Angry Birds, and my little cousin loves that one. Sing My Idol Quiz Up. I use Quiz Up quite a lot because I play it with my boyfriend all the time, and we have kind of like a rivalry on the Friends thing, so I always play him with friends, and I think I'm beating him by 1 at the moment, but we've literally played so many games. So now my little username on the Quiz Up app says Central Perk Regular, and you get different awards as you go on, and all of mine are Friends related. So I really love this app. It has loads of different topics, so if you're bored and you can play it with someone on like the bus or like the train if you're travelling somewhere, or you can send them a notification and they can play later. So it is really, really good. I've got all these topics, and the one that I use the most is definitely Friends. That's my favourite topic. So that's games, and then in utilities I've just got all the boring stuff. Tube Map actually is really helpful. If you're ever in London, I always use this one if I'm getting the tube and I'm not sure where I'm going, or if I want to check how long my route's going to take, you can use the route planner. That will take you from one to the other and then show you how long it will take and which lines to get as well. So this is a really, really helpful app. I use this all the time when I'm in London. Then we've got, oh, this one's really cool. This is called Cam Dictionary, and what it does is it can translate for you, but you can use the camera action, and then you can just hold it over the word that's in a different language, and it will translate it for you. Like, it will recognise the word with the camera and then translate it again into this section so that you can see what it means. So it's really helpful if you come across a different language and you don't know what it means and you need to quickly find out what it means or something, so you can just hold your phone over each word and it will translate it for you. And then I've got all of these which I never ever use, so they're not important. And then in this section I've got my cards, so I've got my Boots card and my Morrison's Match and More points, my Nando's card, Subway, Domino's and NatWest. So let's see how many points I've got on my Nando's card. Oh, I haven't got any. That's really annoying. I thought I had some. But I've had 20 in my lifetime since I've had my Nando's reward card, so yeah. And in my last folder I've got travel, which is just Get, which is like Uber, but for the area that I live in, because Uber you can't get in the area that I live in, but with Get you can. And CS Live, which is something to do with my radio transmitter, which is quite boring. So that was what's on my iPhone. Sorry if this video was a bit boring. I've just realised that there wasn't that many fun apps on there. So if you do have a fun app that you think I would like, make sure to recommend it to me in the comments. If you haven't already and you would like to, make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you are aware of whenever I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! And to be honest, you probably don't need all the things that I'm going to show you, but I've gone a bit overboard with the school supplies because I use a lot of them now anyway, for my work, for my YouTube stuff, and just, you know, for fun.